Hello, this is David Dean, and yeah, we have another great slash horrible update. And the reason I say that is they have some things in this update I really wanted to see and really are great for the game. And of course, we already have some bugs and issues with them. So I'm going to go through what I know about it right now, but with 9.30 on the patch notes. First of all, this to me is huge. You know I love Storm Shield defenses, and now Storm Shield endurance. More waves, more problems. How long will you be able to last in the new Storm Shield endurance mode? And yes, this is bugged. And I will get to that in the details below. And then we have the return of two heroes. The Chrome Commandos return. Reload and recharge your boomstick with these returning blockbuster soldiers. They're actually two pretty good heroes, so we will get deeper into that. But missions and systems. New Storm Shield Defense Mission Endurance. Complete all of your Storm Shield Defense missions in any zone to unlock the Storm Shield Endurance mission. First of all, I've been doing a series of my builds on all the amplifiers and Twine Peak Storm Shield Defense in the Storm Shield Defense. I have, 6 of them done, and I got 3 more to go. And I will keep putting those out this week to help people complete their Storm Shield Defense number 10 in Twine Peaks. And hopefully those builds will also be good in the Endurance mode. Storm Shield Endurance is 30 waves of escalating enemies that will test the best fort designs. Awesome. This is a great thing. I really want to try this out, and I'm going to try it out solo. The Major will occasionally throw in a Wargames simulation to keep you on your toes. So you may get tornadoes or fireballs. I really hope it's not the alien invasions, because solo trying to get those things down fast is kind of tough to do. But I'm looking forward to it. I enjoy a great challenge. The difficulty is based on the zone that you're in, so it will be the easiest in Stonewood, but will require expert gameplay in Twine Peaks. And need to see how that works out, because like right now in Wargames, I go into Stonewood and I have level 121 Husk. And all my traps in Stonewood were like level 20 to 50. So, we'll see what it is for the Endurance mode. Enemies drop more ammo than normal, but plan on bringing different weapon types just to be safe. Makes sense. Players will complete this challenge, or players who complete this challenge will earn 4 new and unique endurance banners by completing all 30 waves for each zone. Yay, another banner. Earn a legendary troll stash llama for completing all 30 waves. Okay. Earn gold, reperk, and perk up based on your wave progression. Okay, that's pretty cool. I can definitely use those. And let's see, retreat. Oh, okay. Before we go in the next section, what is going on with this currently? And let's see, and this is a good thing. Usually when they put in a gigantic bug in an update, Fortnite doesn't even acknowledge it for several days. Here they get it out right away. We are aware of the issue that prevents your traps and base health from resetting after a Storm Shield Defense Endurance mission in Save the World. We are currently working towards a fix. Alright, I'm glad they recognize this. I'm glad they are trying to fix it. But all they had to do was play the Endurance mode one time, test it out one time, and they would have known that this was broken. And if they did know this was broken, then they should have waited until they fixed it to put it out. Constantly putting out a bad product and then fixing it later just kills people. Because there's people right now who already ran the endurance mode, and they're going to be using up hundreds of traps and may or may not get those back. So, epic. Make sure it works before you put it out. And I'm going to move on. Right now, I would recommend not playing it until they get it fixed. I know I'm not going to be doing it because I just don't want to farm for hundreds of traps. Retrieve the Data mission has been replaced with Beta Storm version. Great. This definitely needed to be changed. Retrieve the Data now has a storm closing in on the landing zone. That helps to keep people focused on actually doing the mission. The landing zone defense area is a 1x1 area. Didn't have a big issue with the 2x2, but I know a lot of people did, and I have no big issue with them switching it to a 1x1. Players can vote to allow the balloon to be shot down after locating the landing zone. Great. That way, if you want to do it as a speed mission, you can. The first retrieve the data in Stonewood does not have the storm, but has a 1x1 landing zone, which makes sense because the first time you're going in, you're just doing it to learn the mission. Resupply is back as a permanent primary mission. So this is good. Epic Games putting out new missions, more variety, making the game a little bit more interesting. Harvest and collect a shopping list of items in 10 minutes as the storm shrinks. Also, really love that we're getting some 10-minute missions in the game as opposed to 20-minute ones. The Assist Wargames and Assist Wargames repeatable quests have been updated to count hosts who utilize the Wait for Assistant functionality in addition to players who use the Wargame Assist feature of Community Lookout. Okay. Stonewood, Plankerton, Canny Valley, and Twine Peaks will now all reward the same quantity of event tickets for Wargames. Good. More tickets. Better, mainly with the birthday llamas coming out soon. Definitely be saving up your tickets for those birthday llamas. Players will now be rewarded any of the 4 evolution materials at all difficulties in Plankerton and Twine Peaks Wargames. Great. I liked Wargames, but for Twine Peaks, and basically whenever I'd run it, I would get storm shards. I don't need storm shards. I need drops of rain and lightning in a bottle. And so, thank God they're changing this. Perk up. Rewards in high-level Twine Peaks Wargames will now only be epic or legendary quality. Another good change. In the Hexed Wargame simulation, statues no longer pop out of visibility if the player moves far enough away from the statue. That is good. The recommended power and husk rating in the last 2 difficulty zones in Twine Peaks have been increased to 132 and 140 respectively. They always were. They were just mislabeled, making some people upset when they went in there and found out the husks were much higher than what they thought they were going to be. So that's just fixing a text bug. The target practice secondary mission will now appear in more open areas. Statue icons and Hex Wargame simulations were disappearing from the mini-map after a player disconnected from the group. If all player members are knocked down in Wargames, players would sometimes be revived before the defeat screen displayed. And repair the shelter would take damage from husks in underground caves below the shelter. I did have that occur once or twice. Not fun. And the other UI performance, not that big. Improve the performance of ceiling drop trap. That's kind of good because they can be used in Twine Peaks over where the lava ball hits. You can build 3 tiles up and you can put those ceiling drop traps on them. And improve performance of the raft that appears in some arid zones. Okay. We've got 2 new heroes. And let's see, available in the event store starting June 19th at 8 p.m. So that will be tomorrow. And let's see, actually I'll hop over in-game. We have Ramirez. I need to get me more caffeine. I'm off this morning. And she has Warcry, Frag Grenade, and Going Commando. And then her perk, reloads with an empty magazine, regenerate 13.5% of your shield over 3 seconds. Really nice. And then reload with the empty magazines are 50% faster and regenerate 13.5 of your shield over 3 seconds. This is great when you have a weapon that does not have a lot of ammo to it, like my double-barreled shotgun or something like that. And you just keep popping that shield back up and now you're reloading faster. So a pretty decent hero, and I'd probably be using her in support quite a bit. And then on this guy, Diecast Jonesy, Going Commando, Frag Grenade, and Warcry. Increase Going Commando damage by 25%, or by 50%, and I've brought this up before, where originally the going commando animation or ability people actually really hated. First of all, you're locked into the animation of the going commando. You can't heal yourself, you can't use other abilities, and so a lot of people didn't like it, and a lot of times it just was more damage using your normal weapon. But then when they came out with mini bosses, this thing was just awesome. This is one of the best ways to take out mini bosses in the game, so definitely worth getting while it's out. And hopping back over, and that is not the one I wanted. There we go. And a few more bug fixes. The standard perk in a pinch was incorrectly granting reload speed, and nothing too much there. We do have a big update with the Obliterator. First of all, defenders can once again see and shoot through walls with the Neon Sniper. Defenders can once again shoot through walls with the Obliterator, but if there is a wall between the defender and the husk, the defender will only be able to hear the husk. Hear the husk is detect the husk up to 4 tiles away. As a result, the Obliterator is now marked as eligible for item reset. I know some people are going to be upset with this. I totally agree with it. The Obliterator being able to shoot through walls and terrain, I think about 7 to 8 tiles out. It was such a powerful weapon, both in damage and knockback. It was overbalancing. So this kind of levels it out. And now the Neon Sniper Rifle is a really good one. What I would probably do with 3 sniper defenders is have 2 of them with the Neon and 1 with the Obliterator when I run them. And I'll probably be using a combination of them when I run my Storm Shield defenses, the new Endurance mode. But yeah, so they changed that out. If you don't like it, you can recycle your weapon. And the other great thing about this, the bad thing about the Neon Sniper Rifle, it used energy ammo, which was hard to craft with bacon. And so a lot of people wouldn't use it. But now energy cells no longer cost bacon to craft. Increase the battery cost from 1 to 3 per 100 energy cells. This is awesome. I've dropped thousands of batteries on the ground, so now I have a reason not to do that anymore. So, fixed an issue. Defenders could not fire the Plasmatron 9000. Fixed some graphic issues. And also, going back up, I must have skipped over it. On the... I'm not seeing it, but the Wargames, they've made some changes, supposedly, where you can't be AFK the whole time. Or they try to make it more difficult, which I believe is kind of good, because I really think people were just going in, starting Wargames, going AFK, and walking away, so they weren't teaming up with people or helping each other out. And so hopefully we'll get a little bit more of that. But there you go. All kinds of good things. But yes, right now I would not recommend playing Endurance mode until they get the bug fixed for the resetting of traps and the resetting of all the structures. Once that happens, I will definitely be putting out videos trying to show how I'm soloing it. Putting in the war game elements into it at random periods will definitely make it much, much more interesting and much more challenging. But overall, the changes they made to the with these patch notes are great for the game. I love all of them. If they would only test out the updates before they did them and made sure they work before they put them in the game and got everybody so upset with the updates, I think Epic would be in a much, much better place with Save the World right now. That's my feelings. Take care and enjoy.